Hey everyone. Well, today I wanted to bring you guys this rather brightly colored lime squeeze metallic brand new 2012 Ford Escape. Now, I already did a video of an Escape, but this one is rather unique, not just because of the color, but because this one's actually a manual transmission. I'm not joking you, this is probably one of the last manual transmission compact SUVs you can buy today that are brand new. And Ford is discontinuing the manual transmission for 2013. So if you're looking for a compact SUV that's cheap, that's with a stick shift, the Escape is one of them. I'm not quite sure which SUV offers a stick anymore. Honda hasn't in a long time. Chevy doesn't offer it. I think maybe Hyundai does. I'd have to double check with the Tucson or maybe the Kia Sportage. I don't think so though. And it's a shame that Ford's not making the manual anymore, because this car really is much more fun to drive with a stick, of course. Any car with a manual transmission is more fun to drive. I mean, this one's just a front-wheel drive XLS. It's also the cheapest Escape you can buy, and it gets the best gas mileage. But it does only have a 5-speed manual, and I mean, everyone knows this Escape has been out since 2008. The styling's pretty dated, but a lot of people actually like this styling. Like, I have a lot of customers that are telling me, I don't like the new Escape. The new Escape is too curvy, it looks like everything else, but I mean, there are benefits to the curvy new design. But let me show you guys the sticker price. It's a really good price. $22,265. You can't even get a CRV that cheap, really. $23.28 is your gas mileage, which I feel like it would do better than that with a manual. It's funny because this actually has just the 2.5 liter engine. I never liked that engine in the Fusion, but I love it with the manual. And of course, this is the lime squeeze metallic color. This is available on the Fiesta. Anyways, here's the interior. It's pretty basic, but it still has keyless entry though. And there's the manual shifter. No steering wheel audio controls, just cruise control on the steering wheel. Interesting shifter. It has like the texture of a golf ball. The clutch is pretty light too. I like that clutch. I got the AC on right now because it's a little bit warm out here. I mean, this one doesn't even have sync. And in terms of materials, it's all pretty cheap hard plastics, which this generation Escape has always had since it came out in '08. I mean, with the new interior, Ford's just completely overhauled the Escape. I mean, this old Escape and the new Escape, just completely different leagues of their own. You do have automatic up or automatic down driver's window, but not auto up. Door panels are all hard plastic, but at least this is padded right here. But I mean, I've never had anything really nice to say about the Escape's interior, but I mean, for the price and for people who just want a traditional SUV, I don't blame them for buying this car, especially with that. Ford should really make that stick shift available on higher trims, because that manual transmission makes me want to actually consider buying this car if it was a higher trim. But anyways, armrest right here is slightly padded, rubberized texture on top, but the cloth seats, not really a big fan of the fabric, but I mean, it's comfortable, it's supportive enough. And the steering wheel looks really naked without the steering wheel audio controls here, and this one's not leather wrapped either. You do still have your trip computer though, thankfully. Right now it's telling me the parking brake is engaged, which I think Ford for the manual should have moved from a foot operated to a hand brake. I don't like foot operated brakes for a manual. Engine makes a nice raspy exhaust note. A little bit slow revving, but this is a Mazda engine. I'll show you underneath that hood. No struts, but there's the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Makes 171 horsepower in this vehicle. Which, I've driven it with the automatic, it's a bit sluggish, but with the 5-speed manual, it's a lot better. And for some reason, it seems quieter in this car versus the Fusion that I drove with a 4-cylinder. Backseat space is pretty good. A lot of people don't really realize, I mean, we're supposed to get some 2013 Escapes soon. I'm hoping by the end of this month, or early next month. The new Escape is actually longer than the old one. The old one is definitely smaller. One thing about the Escape that a lot of people like is it has that flip-up separate glass that the new one doesn't have anymore. So, I mean, if you're looking for a traditional SUV that's left, this is one of the few that are still very traditional compacts. But anyways, I know you guys are probably quite anxious to see how it drives with manual, so let's take it for a little quick spin. And of course it tells you there your parking brake is engaged because Ford knows that with a foot operated brake you can easily forget that it's on. And the release is down here. Pull on this right here. But man, this car really just changes when you get the manual. The clutch is really light. The engagement, the shifter is a bit notchy, but it's not bad. The engagement point's a lot earlier than my Fit. I almost stalled the car out when I first started it. But it's pretty easy to modulate clutch. Shifter actually not as... It's surprising, this shifter is not bad. I don't mind it at all. A little bit notchy. It's not as smooth as my Fits, but it's not bad for a compact SUV. This car's surprisingly fun to drive with a stick. If only the steering had more feel. Five-speed manual, of course, but I mean it's geared much better than my Fit anyways. I mean this is a larger four-cylinder. I would hope it'd be geared better. It's pretty quiet too when you put it in fifth gear. That was just a little bit of third gear pull, but I mean this car, good power with the four-cylinder, and I imagine that it should do better gas mileage than what the EPA is suggesting at 23, 28. You know what Ford should do? They should really bring back the new Escape, or they should make the new Escape available, the 1.6 EcoBoost with the 6-speed manual. That would really be a nice combination. I hope Ford reintroduces that when the new Escape comes out. But anyways, guys, if you're in the market for a manual Escape, or a manual compact SUV, this is one of the few that you can get with a stick still. So snatch it up while the 2012 Escapes are on dealer lots, because the 13s are coming out soon. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.